Guys, you're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you can please give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe button. Video every single day for the month of Vlogmas. I can't believe that we're almost halfway through Vlogmas. Like, la mera verdad no lo puedo creer. I've been posting every single day and I will consistently post to the end of the month. And we are projecting for December to be the biggest month on my channel throughout the entire year. So I'm so excited, and slowly every day we've been meeting goals, beating certain months, beating certain quotas. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that watches my videos. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm going to be making a video, and today's video is going to be quite a different one. I've been trying to put myself a little bit more out there than talk about handbags and clothing and fashion. I just want to talk about a lot of the background things that kind of happen, and today's video is going to be how I deal with criticism and how I deal with people criticizing my lifestyle. So when I mean lifestyle, I could say my sexuality, me being gay. I can talk about my age. I can talk about, you know, the things that I like, the things that I aspire, my ambition. So when I mean lifestyle, I don't particularly mean like I have certain materialistic possessions, because I know it could come across as that. We're talking about just everything and who I define myself as a person. So that's going to be kind of what I'm going to be talking about. But me having a handbag or something like that to make certain people feel some type of way, and I will also kind of address that along the way. There was a video like this when I was a lot younger, when I was 14 or 15 or 16, because this is definitely something that I could have watched and I could have related to. And now that I kind of saw the worst days, and now that I'm living the better days of my life, like I feel my life is just going to keep on getting better and better. And I really do believe that, and I know that it's going to happen. I'm not even going to think, I know it's going to happen, because I'm going to push myself to be successful in whatever I choose to do or whatever I desire to do. I do want to say that, and I'm going to be talking about different categories on how I respond to hate, and then I'll tell you why I feel that I get hate. We're talking about 5 categories of how I kind of deal with people coming for me, or people criticizing, or plain being spiteful and hateful and just trying to do things just to sabotage or to ruin things. So we're gonna be talking about family, which is probably gonna be the one that hurts the most, and it's the most deepest, or people that since I was a child that used to change my diapers as a baby, like those type of people, like lifers. We're gonna be talking about friends or ex-friends. We're gonna be talking about coworkers, how I deal with coworker hate. We're gonna be talking about online hate, and we're gonna be talking about in public, because that also has happened to me within the last week, where I got attacked for just being myself. We're gonna be talking about those categories, and I'm gonna be telling you how I really deal with it, and how I've just grown so much as a person. My life, guys, I've been bullied. I remember the first time I got called the F word in 2nd grade. Like, I remember the person's name, I remember how he said it in the context, and I still get things like that, unfortunately, right here in 2020. So I would say I've been bullied. I've been through so much. I've had people try to fight me. I've had people physically assault me. I've had a lot of things happen to me from the moment in 2nd grade to the moment of a point where I'm now. But I think a lot of it did stop after I left high school. So in that time frame, a lot of things has happened, and I think that's the time where I really grown to have a lot of thick skin. It definitely was not easy. It was very challenging for me to deal with all this, and it was honestly just people didn't like me because I was living my most authentic self, or trying to be the better version of myself. I've already had thick skin, and having thick skin to be able to respond, or be able to clap back, or being able to just even deal with it like in the back of your mind, has been something that's been a lot more easier for me throughout the years, just because, like I said, I remember everything that I've been through. I don't forget a lot of things. I really do remember everything, and when I say remember, I also don't mean it like I use it as a way to be kind of spiteful, or a way to kind of be negative. I just remember everything that happens. I have a pretty good memory on everything. Almost casi nada se me olvida. So if you say something, or if you do something, let's say if we become friends again, I will always remember everything, and I may have forgiven you, I may have accepted what it is, but I always know what you did at the end of the day. Like I said, if any of you guys are a lot younger, or if you guys are expanding to be the person that you are, my advice for you is to, when people go low, or when people go beneath you, the best thing is to do is to go higher and not even respond or acknowledge what people say, especially like online, or people talk about you but you're not physically there. I think taking the high road is the best way, and it's ultimately really the only way to go. And then the other way to go, if it's actually in person, because it's happened to me before, I had people in high school attack me, is particularly like once I got a little bit older, and in there I would acknowledge. So if somebody said a smirky comment, I would say, oh, you said this, and I would raise my voice. I would make sure the entire class would hear it, and I would shame and embarrass the person who said those things to me, and so they would never attack me. I would say, well, try saying it again louder so everybody can hear you. So the person would say it, or kind of smirk and be like, say it louder, and be like, yeah, that's what I thought. So I said, next time you have an issue, just say so everybody can hear it. So I put that person to shame. The person's face turned red, and I think that was like the time where I really felt like I got control of things. And that's how I acknowledge people in person, is if somebody says something about me in front of my face, or kind of like something, a little comment, if it's something very like on, like something that you say under your mouth, I'll tell you to say it louder, especially if other people are around, because you'll embarrass them and you'll shame them, and you'll know that you're not a person to be messed with because you'll put them in their place. I know that being bullied, I know that getting hate is not a thing. It's not something that anybody really wants to go through, but I think everybody at a certain point of their life has to deal with criticism or with a lot of hate, regardless of the time frame. So for me, I've had it very, very young. I still get it, but I've just learned to deal with it a lot better, and I've just learned to not really get to me, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really get to me anymore. I'm going to be talking about how I deal with family members. So you guys heard me say this in a previous video. The way I deal with family members, particularly, like I said, people that you've known 5 years plus, 10 years plus, 15 years plus, they're the ones that kind of hurt the most. I will say, when a family member tries to attack you or publicly shame you or talk about your character, I think that's probably out of everybody else, because no one really knows you except your family or friends of family. Those are the ones that you hurt, because I feel like you felt like you've had more of an emotional connection with. So I had one of my aunts right before I moved out, and she was telling people, and my brother was actually the one that disclosed to me all this information, saying how I'm not going to make it, I'm going to come right back after my lease ends, I'm going to break my lease, just saying all these negative things, like he can't support his lifestyle. Really was talking all these negative things about me, and this was somebody that I really trusted them. I really trusted their guts. This is something that I thought I could really tell a lot of secrets to. But I've always kind of had a little bit of a continuation pattern of this person, but I've always wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, because it's always been a family. But after I heard that, and I was moving out, and I knew this is a new chapter, I don't really want to deal with anything, I blocked the person on their phone number. This person tried to text me continuously. I would not respond, and one day she just texted me something, and I just said, you know what, I don't really want to deal with her. I don't really want to talk to her. I blocked her, and I haven't seen her ever since. If I seen her in person, I'm just gonna say hi, wa saludar, but I'm not really going to keep that emotional connection there. And if she asks me why I haven't talked to her, I said, you know. And that one really did hurt, because I feel like I could really trust her. But you know, I feel like a lot of it in the Hispanic culture, in la familia mexicana, I feel like you get muchas personas don't really want the best for you. People, I feel like a lot of it in the Hispanic culture is mucho envidia. Muchas personas tienen envidia, van a decir, ¿por qué mi hijo, mi hija no puede ser como él o ella? O ¿por qué eso no me puede pasar a mí? Todo está bien, todos somos cool, echando cerveza, haciendo todo, pero el momento que sales poquito más adelante, tú quieres mejor para ti, es cuando tienen un problema contigo. En ese momento lo sacas de tu vida y ya no tienes problema. Love you when you're cool, the same as them. But the moment you try to better your life, to better your moment, when you want dreams, when you want aspirations, and when those people are in their 30s and 40s and 50s and have their entire life whatever they want, and they chose not to really follow their aspirations in life, you know, that says a lot more about them than myself. You know, I would like to say I'm still young. I'm 20, and I have a lot of dreams, and I have a lot of aspirations and a lot of ambition. I feel like for me, I think that makes people feel some type of way, especially when it's family members. So you think, I know him, and how could he have this, or how can he do this? And I think that comes more about them than myself. So I blocked the person. It did hurt a little bit, but I kept it really moving. View another example. So this actually happened 3 days ago. Is this person has a family. I've known this family for probably the moment I was born. They were probably carrying me as a baby when I was a child, carrying me like this, and you know, really kind of being like nurturing. So I always felt like as a family friend, I looked at them more as family more than anything else. I'm not particularly talking about the wife because I don't really have any issues to say about her. She's been nothing but really nice to me. I'm particularly talking about the husband. So I was not attending this certain event. It was I think it was like a birthday party or something like 2 days ago. So I was not there personally. My parents were, and I was a topic of conversation at the table, and it was very negative and disgusting things about me, and it's things that has been a continuous pattern, like I said, where this wasn't the first time, but it's definitely going to be the last time that I will ever kind of accept these people into my life again. So it's kind of been the same thing, saying how my lifestyle, I think they have a problem because I'm gay and I'm proud of it and I'm not hiding it. I'm really happy, I'm living my best life. I think that's what they don't like, because they also have children, and I'm not saying anything bad because I'm not, like, I wish everybody the best. But you know, you're going to put me down, somebody that you carried as a baby, other things to be looking for. You're a grandfather, you have 3 beautiful children, you know, why not work on them? Why not lift them? Why not lift of each other? But then come and like criticize me, you know? And for that, when you criticize me, regardless, criticize me because of my choices and my lifestyle, and I think it's more homophobic. I think this person has an issue with gay people, and I think you know what they say about the ones that are most insecure about gay people, maybe you should look at yourself, you know what I mean? It just really hurt me because I feel, you know, there are people that you know your entire life. So I all these people off of all social media. I really don't want to have to do anything with it. I'm really in my own zone, I'm really in my game, I'm really focusing on myself, and I don't need anything to kind of backtrack me. But the way I do it with family members is, once you really start saying these negative things about me, I don't really have time to be on a phone call or to meet you in person or to address this. I try to give people at least 2 opportunities. Once that second opportunity and I see how you really are, I don't really want to talk to you, I don't really want to deal with you. So other family members that are very proud of me, that love me and that care for me, I'm looking forward, and I want to uplift them, and I want them to be a part of my life because they're the ones that really back me up and they're ones that really support me. So instead of focusing on maybe 3 or 4 people that are criticizing you, I like to focus that time on people who really do care for me, people who really do love me and that want the best for me. So I just learned to put all that hate and all that anger and frustration into the people that love me, and actually building more of an even deeper emotional connection. So that's how I really deal with family. I don't really like to acknowledge it a lot. I just know who you are. I see the person that you are. You know what hurts me the most? It's not even myself. It's that my parents have to tell me, and you see them talking about their child in such a negative way. That's a horrible feeling. It's like somebody talks something negative about my child. That's not even like, it hurt me most seeing my parents' reaction to that and telling me that than mostly myself, because at the end of the day, like I said, no me importa. You know, it is what it is. I really don't have anything to say. You know, all I really have to say to that is I can't keep looking back. I can't look back here because then I'll get smacked in the face by something else. I just keep it moving, and you know, those people will probably not ever see me in the day of life. With friends, I don't really have a lot of hate with friends or jealousy or anything like that with friends. Throughout the years and throughout the past, I've had that. This was more like in high school, where I've had friends that jealous or wouldn't like this or didn't like because I was so openly. So with friends, same thing. I just kind of cut them off. And you kind of, you know, I remember I had this one friend, and at the time, I think I was like 14, and she had a car, and so we stopped being friends at the beginning of the summertime. And so since we weren't friends, I didn't really have a summer. I was like at home at most of the time. I focused more on myself, but it really did suck to see kind of her like on social media living her best life while I was kind of like at home and doing nothing. But now that I look back at it, I much would rather did what I did than to be fake and continue a certain relationship just because you'll get something out of it. So just kind of do with it the same as friends and family. As far as people in person, I'll give you an example. Last week I was at Starbucks. I was actually at the North Park location, so it's like inside a mall. And so on the side there's like places where you can sit and have coffee. So me and one of my friends, we just had coffee. We were picking up a buy online pickup in store. So there was this homeless person, or what appeared to be a homeless person, and he was sitting on one of the tables. He had all his stuff. That's why I felt like he was home. Me and my friend were just sitting there, and the moment that I sat there, he started saying the F word and saying it very loud and kind of coughing, just saying all these negative things about me. I heard him say fat, I heard him say the F word, and I heard him say a couple of, I responded to that, and then he started moving all his stuff, shifted away from me so he wouldn't be able to see my face, but I could still, on the back of my eye, still see him very like intensely staring at me. So I feel like me dio ojo. So I ended up putting un huevo bajo mi cama, so I feel like more pure and I feel like a lot more clean. So me puse un huevo y todo because I feel like he had very bad vibes. That's also another Hispanic thing. And so me and my friend were like, what? But today he's going through his stuff, he's going through his demons, he's going through his problem. That I don't even want to acknowledge that or even start a confrontation for that. You know, I could see clearly he's not doing so well, so I just let him be about my business and keep it moving. And that's happened before at restaurants, it's happened in public, it's happened a lot. And the way I see it, they say it on the side or they say it in front of my face, nobody actually goes and says it right to my face. So just keep it moving because I don't really have time to acknowledge that or argue. When they really go low, you really have to go high, and you gotta become the bigger person in the picture and not really respond to any of those criticisms. So as far as online hate, I do a little bit of online. The way I do it is I just don't respond at all. I may get certain hate comments on those or on certain, or like even on my Instagram or Instagram DMs. The way I do it is if it's something kind of like hateful, kind of funny, where I see a little humor in it, even though they didn't mean it like that, I don't care, I'll leave it like that. I'll probably just have a laugh. But the moment it starts being very, very hateful, I really just leave the comment and I block the person and I just keep it moving. People have said a lot of bad things and negative things, or even tried to get personal information about myself, and that's why, like I said, I block that and I remove that the moment that I see it, and so I don't really have to deal with it. And I really haven't had any issues of like stalkers or like continues of the same person. It's just been kind of things here and there. I'm glad to say that I don't get a lot of, a lot of people in this kind of space, particularly talking about fashion or contemporary or designer, get a lot more hate than some of the other YouTubers, but I'm glad to say that I really don't receive a lot of it. I would say 99% is love and care from all the viewers that are watching, and 1% or less than 1% is from really people that are just dealing with their own battles, that like to take it out on people who are living their best lives. That's how I deal with it. As far as coworkers, so I'm going to say this happened at my last job, just for reference, okay? So I'm not talking about anybody in current times. Last jobs is I would have people like you know, I had this person I was really close with, super close with, like we would hang out. I would do so much for this person, and I'm not even here to like name all the things I've done for them. I'm just saying we were close. I would do a lot of favors for her, even though I didn't get a lot of favors in return. I just did it because I genuinely cared for the person. And so I felt like there was a certain point where I felt like this person had more advantage of me than being my friends, because every time I would have to talk or she would really shut me down and really try to always put me down. And I thought this would be somebody that I could trust and that I could really care for. We've had a little bit of our issues, but I thought we had made them all clear. We were still even cool up to like 2 months ago, even a month ago, and then this person just started saying all the other co-workers that I have. So the way I just deal with it is that person knows what she did. So like I said, I removed them from social media. I don't really care to see, and this person knows what they did. That's why they haven't even acknowledged me nor talked to me. I don't really work directly with this person, but the person knows what they did, and I'm just a lot more distant. And I think we've only spoken 2 times because of our responsibility. We just kind of keep it cordial, but this person knows what she did and she knows how she feels. Buy something every time I would do something that would make me really happy, she always had something negative to say. She would always be like, oh, you bought this ugly bag, like, ugh, oh, you're doing this, or what the hell are you wearing, oh, your face looks like you're doing this. Things, even more explicit things that I don't kind of really want to talk about. At the end of the day, once I heard her talking negatively to other people and I saw how she is, I just stopped all relationships, and now I keep a very clean and cut and professional workplace. And so she has noticed that, and I feel like she feels some type of way, but I don't really acknowledge it. And she still continues to say things about me, and all I do is respond with nothing, because I don't really feel the time to call out somebody, especially like I said, if they would have said it directly to my face, I would have acknowledged it right then and there. But when it comes to other people, you know, why be a coward? Just say it to my face. A really honest and transparent conversation if they wanted to be addressed in that. There's some few ways that I really respond to hate is it's really hard not to let it get to you. Very hard, and you have to have years and years and going through so much. I remember like one year in high school, like I would cry every single day to sleep, like every single day. And I feel like all of those crying, all those emotions, all those feelings have really shaped me into who I am. And I think I've just grown to just learn and to see that well, when you're doing good, you know, that's when people have an issue. Because before then, especially family members, when you're doing just like them, when you're doing the same thing, or you know, oh, I have another family member that's like this, like one of my other aunts, she's like, oh, I went to college and got some sort of degree and blah blah blah, really talking down to the rest of the family when it was a family function. And oh, Sergio, what college do you go to? I mean, she knows that I don't go to college, but yet she likes to bring it up. And so say what comes around goes around, because this person has like a lot of student loan debt, and this also person lost her job. Be careful what you wish for, be careful how you put other people down, because it may not affect you, but it may affect the people that are close to you, like your child. So you know, I just learned to be like, you know, congratulations, I'm really happy, I'm so happy that you worked hard for your degree. Her to my cousin, for her, because I want nothing but the best for everybody, especially family members, because at the end of the day, we have the same kind of blood. But, you know, what comes around goes around. So while you're looking down upon other people, the same people that you see on your way up, guys, are gonna be the same people you're gonna see on your way down. Even me, where I feel like I'm kind of working my way to the top a little bit, poco por poquito. I'm always grateful, I'm always nice. I treat everybody exactly the same. Just because you're a different age or a different race, or you're a different male or female, or your job occupation, that really doesn't matter for me. I really don't care, as long as how you treat other people and how you treat me and what is your integrity and your values. I think I put that more before all these other things about the person. So I think that's really a reflection of self, and I think that's a reflection of the family members that I still talk to, the friends that I still have, a reflection of myself. So all those things that I just said, like having morals, having integrity, having ambition, those things are really in the people that I really care for. So I would just say, guys, if you're going through the hate, if you're going through all these things, especially towards the holiday season, when you have to see a lot of these people, I'm gonna have to see a lot of these people during holidays, just because it's the holidays. I still want to be a part of that. I'll be nice, I'll acknowledge everything, but go back to a personal connection as it once was. And I've been finding a lot more people that really do love me, that do care for me, and I'm focused more on that, and I don't really let that sidetrack me, because at the end of the day, like Taylor Swift said, guys, when you look back on everything and you don't let people sidetrack you, you'll know that it was you and the people who really, really, really loved you. The greatest feeling ever. So if any of you guys is going through anything, family members, friends, and family, I would just try to distance yourself and really try not to let it get to you. Anything out of spite, don't even respond, guys, because all those people that know, they know what they did, and a lot of those people have tried to come back in my life, and I think they're more upset within themselves because I didn't give them an opportunity, I didn't give them another chance, and you know, that's their problem. And I'm living my best life, and I'm so excited for 2021 and what the rest of my life has to bring, regardless if that ends tomorrow or if that ends in 50, 60, 70, 100 years from now. I'm super grateful and I'm super happy to see what's in store in the future. Yeah, I just want to talk about this because I know I do get asked about how I deal with criticism, and that's honestly what I do. When they go low, we go high. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Los quiero absolutamente mucho. This is actually my favorite video of Vlogmas, like my absolute one. I don't know how the views would be on this one. I don't know if it's gonna be like a high viewed or low viewed video, but this one's just probably the one that really means the most to me. This is my favorite video of Vlogmas. There's still gonna be a lot of great content coming up, a lot of vlogs, and the month of December, but there will be some coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. I want to say thank you so much for everybody that's watching. I love each and every single one of you, y los miro hasta la próxima video. And I post some of the greatest sale links, including the Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, and Burberry sale, which are taking place. I'll leave all the links down below, including a Nordstrom private sale link where they have like Chloe and Saint Laurent and like a lot of other brands will be linked down below. Thank you so much, y los miro a la próxima video. Bye guys, and take care.